football player. It's not basketball season, but some big news for our friend up in Ottawa-Glandorf. Noah Bramlage joins us on the Superior Federal Credit Union hotline. Noah, how are things going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Nice to be on.
Good to have you. This weekend you visited Princeton and you said, this is my home, going to play basketball. As we were tweeting back and forth, I said, that's a great life decision. You said that was a big part of it. That's the reason you're going to Princeton. Kind of take us through your visit and what sealed the deal for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got down there on a Friday and, we're able to spend all Friday and Saturday and then head out Sunday morning. And while I was there, I just experienced all the things that, I kind of expected, what Coach Henderson and I and Coach McConnell, the assistant, had talked about over the phone. It just kind of all came to life. And I was able to put, faces to names and to see things and the type of people that they had there. And it was just an unbelievable visit. And, I felt compelled at the end to let them know that I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Was Princeton always number one and then the visit sealed it, or did they leapfrog somebody else?
They did kind of leapfrog. I wasn't really serious about Princeton until the last month or two in my recruitment. I had a visit scheduled to Harvard after Princeton, and I was, really high on Harvard, obviously, because of the academic success and because of the athletic success they've had of late, winning the last 3 Ivy League championships. So I was, leaning towards Harvard for a long time, and towards the end of the process, I started to learn more about Princeton. It was more of in a suburban area rather than, Harvard was in the city.
Yeah.
The type of people at Princeton, I think they were more normal, more ordinary. I could relate to them a little bit better as far as the staff and players. And I just felt like it was home, and that it was somewhere where I could be comfortable and be the best version of myself and not have to change in any way.
Was this a time you wanted to get the decision done by mid-September, obviously before the high school season starts? Did you have a goal or a time range, or were you just going to let it come until you were ready?
Well, yeah. My goal was September 30th.
Okay.
I wanted to get it done by then, obviously before the high school season, so that I could draw my focus on that in my last year here at OG. But I knew at the same time that I wasn't contained to that time. I mean, in recruiting, you would like to go through every visit and see everything and explore all options. But the fact of the matter is you only have so much time, and other players can take scholarships at any time. So, I really had to protect myself and kind of, weigh the fear of loss of, if I go and wait 2 weeks to visit Harvard, will my spot at Princeton be taken, and am I okay with that? And at the end of the day, I just wasn't. So, my goal was September 30th, but I couldn't confine myself to that just because it's such an exact science, really.
So many good academic schools you were looking at. What are you thinking about for your future as far as majors and academic studies?
Yeah, well, I mean, the big thing at Princeton is when they bring people in, once you, especially the normal student, if you've gotten into Princeton, they assume that you'll go on and do whatever you would like as a career. So they really tell you to study whatever you enjoy, whatever you like. So right now I'm interested in history, political science, economics, or religious studies. I'll just have to, it's a pretty broad curriculum, and it's a very liberal arts school. So, I'll have the ability to kind of shift myself around, find out what I enjoy, and kind of work through that as I get on campus and spend some time there as a freshman, and then start to whittle it down into really what I feel like I'm called to do.
How soon can December get here for you in the high school basketball season? This decision's made now. What's next? You got to get ready. Won't come soon enough, I'm guessing.
Oh, absolutely. It's hard to believe that the first 3 years have come and gone, and that I'm sitting here with 1 year left. But that just makes it all the more special. I cannot wait to get out and wear Ottawa-Glandorf again and do special things for the community, because I just feel like we have such great support here, and it's just a perfect situation for any athlete. So I couldn't be any more excited to to embark on the kind of journey I think we can have this year.
No question about it. We certainly look forward to that. One final topic. You and I have tweeted a little bit before, and faith is very important to you. How much did that go into this college decision for you at Princeton?
Well, I mean, it did. Like I said, Princeton's a suburban area. It's not necessarily the city. It's a little bit smaller. There was a Catholic church right on campus. There's a pretty strong Aquinas group on campus, and fellowship Christian athletes, Christian athletes in action, et cetera. Where I felt like the opportunities for faith were there, and that I would have the ability to cultivate and continue my faith. Because so many times a day kids go off to college and lose themselves, or that's kind of like they're away from their parents and they kind of forget what they've learned and kind of try to lose themselves and refine themselves. And, I felt like I wanted to go somewhere, and Princeton offered me a place where I could be the best version of myself, and that they could, hold me accountable and kind of transform me into a man. So that was, really important to me. I was looking to go somewhere to, find myself, and then not some place where I would have to compromise, what I believe, and people around me that could hold me accountable to what I do believe, because they believe the same things.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you grow in your faith, not just this year, but into college too. Noah, thanks for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Andy.
You bet. Noah Bramlage, the Ottawa Glandorf senior, on his way to Princeton. We appreciate his time, and now it's back to some football talk.